Guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a new video today without a camera, and we are going to look at the most important news and the charts, of course. Before we do, please do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, click on the bell, click on all so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment or share this video with your friends if you think that's useful. Also follow me on Twitter and Instagram, those links in the descriptions. And today we are starting off with Twitter because this is the reason why I'm asking you to follow me, to check it a few times per day, because yesterday I updated you during the day on Twitter. The CPI data came out, that was 8.5%, so an inflation of 8.5% compared to 9.1 the month before. So that doesn't mean this from one month to another 8.5, it means measured from 12 months ago in the same month, and therefore it came down a little bit. So that is the first hopeful sign that we have now from the United States. CPI data came out a little bit lower. Expected was, I think, 8.7, therefore put the markets on fire. Also, I updated you about this very important a rising wedge. A lot of people are looking at for the RSIs on the daily for Bitcoin. Well, this was before the news yesterday, and now we are right here all the way in the top. Interesting. I also posted a few articles about extra costs in the UK, 5,000 a year for only electricity and energy. Absolutely crazy. Also, the prices are jumping in China, but also updated you about the futures. So now and then also a meme, of course, some charts then that I posted. So yeah, I try to post a few times a day to keep you guys updated about all kinds of stuff. So definitely feel free to check that out. Okay, let's quickly head over to the charts, because this right here, that was the big pump. That was when the news came out, and I told you yesterday that I was in a small long from here. We went lower, and then here more of the long got activated or got purchased, so the average buying price went therefore somewhere in the middle. Then we went up all the way here, and that is actually where I sold for a very nice profit. So all in all, still a very good trading. We went lower, and I actually was afraid that we will bar pattern. That would be super bearish. That didn't happen. We right away went higher, and actually we can pull a fib retracement. I think was it from this channel right here ish. Was it here? Yeah. There you can see actually this the golden pocket where we bounced off and then went higher again. Yeah, so this is the move, because we're here on the 30 minutes. So this is the move, golden pocket, then we went higher. So that worked out perfectly. This was a little bit of a bearish sign. One top, second top, exactly at the same price level, and down again, and then we breached it. You could also say, hey, this is double top pattern, we're going low, but that didn't happen, thank God. Something interesting that we're looking at right now, let me take this fib retracement out, is, you know what, let's take the daily, no, you know what, let's do the 4 hourly, that's better. That we said, hey, maybe we have a little bit of a ascending triangle with our diagonal line here and our support line right here. And now it looks like then we have a breakout. Are we going to hold it, or are we breaking lower again? Because now we broke out and we want to see this resistance flip into support. That will be interesting. If that happens, then we have a target that's approximately at 28,000. That's still quite far away from here. Let me see, that is 15 to 16%. Still quite a lot away from here. We have some bearish signs. The first one, you're already seeing it here, is on the market Cipher B, is where we are now printing a red dot, and here the price goes higher. So we have a bearish divergence on a pretty high time frame. If this one plays out, then of course we are going much lower. Let me quickly zoom into the hourly, then I can also show you exactly where I'm looking out for a retracement. Those are a few levels. I have two fib retracement in another chart. That is this swing low right here. Let me extend that. So that's a swing low right here. Then we're having a golden pocket approximately at 24,000. Nice round number. If we would break that as well, then of course I will take this bottom right here. That would also then coincide with this support and resistance box that we already had for a long time. We had so many touch points, so many wicks in there where we bounced off, went through, went lower, and also here dipped in perfectly. Then that is laying somewhere at 23,400 to, let's say, 23,500. If this one also breaks, then I'm really looking here at the lows again, or this diagonal support line, but that's already quite the move, I have to say. Everything is pretty bullish. I mean, we are going steeply up, and usually when something goes up like this, it also comes down pretty hard again. But yeah, where is the top? That's of course the big question. So far it looks like every dip is just being bought up. So that is, I have to say, that is a pretty bullish sign. Also here on the hourly, you can see that we have a bearish divergence. Money flow is actually still coming up. And then on the price, we are just making new highs, as you can see. But it's not really playing out. Yes, we have now 3 hourly candles, but it looks like we're stalling again. So who knows, we're getting another move up. Important level for me to watch is this wick. I said that's the wick from Bybit. That is 25,228. That also coincides with a perfect golden pocket that we have already for quite a long time, between 25,000 and 25,300. That will be massive if we can reach it and then retrace. The reason why I love this is because everyone right now and their mother is raving about approximately 28k. So that is this cluster of trading that we had here. Kind of the bottom is then 28k. Some people are already calling for 30k because that's right there in the middle, and that was, I think, also the point of control right there. But the thing is, because everyone is looking at it and expecting it, wouldn't be nice to do something that no one expects, and that is then to go to that wick, like here on Bybit, our golden pocket, and then go lower. The yellow line above, that is the wick here on this exchange, that is Bitfinex. Those 26,595, but I prefer the one from Bybit because that's the exchange that I'm trading at, and I felt like that one is a little bit more accurate than the one from this exchange. But I want to be completely clear, I want to show you both. So that would actually be very nice, and then maybe return them. We're really pretty much overbought on a lot of time frames. It would be even more perfectly if we can hit it somewhere during the weekend, have a big pump up, and then going lower and reset for a little bit. Would we also really break this, then of course I'm looking out for this week, but I think that's barely in resistance, and then really that 28,000, but not there yet. One other thing that I want to show you just for fun before we going over to other time frames. This is the 15-minute, and we are already in a green money flow for 1 day and 11.5 hours. We're probably gonna reach 11. We're probably gonna reach 12 hours. Pretty insane. You don't see that a lot. Quickly head over to the dollar index, because what do we see here? Played out absolutely perfectly. This was the big dump when the news came out about the CPI number, and look at our measured move from the top to the bottom. A little bit conservative. Copy paste, we have a beautiful breakout retest going lower, and if we take this measured move, then we see that it exactly stopped here at the bottom. I have to do a little bit like this. I think it extended a little bit, but then we can see here at the bottom that was 104.6 ish, and now we're going a little bit sideways. That also means that I think our head and shoulder pattern that we also talked about is activated, and that means that this has actually a target of 102-ish. Imagine this going to 102, that will cause quite the pump for BTC, so that is nice if that happens. Of course, also the S&P 500 pumped up yesterday on the news, and today as well. Yes, this is a red candle. It looks like that we are closing the gap a little bit, but I think we will also go out today in the green, and that is then also a pretty nice result, 2-3% in the last few days, and all in all we are still in a pretty good uptrend. We flipped now the resistance, so let's see if it can be support, and then actually the way to higher levels, approximately 4,300, is then open. So that's very interesting to see. I think also here, of course, we have a little bit of bearish divergences on the 4 hourly, as you can see, but the money flow is still pretty much in the green. RSIs usually spend some time up here once they are up and they are melted together. So I have to say I am neutral to leaning bullish. I had a few short trades, but I constantly keep closing them at or around break even because the price is just so pumpy, and then at a certain point you need to say, you know what, flip your bias. We are going up until we are going down again. Quickly here then, this is the CPI data, as you can see, 8.5%. That is mostly because oil went down in the last few weeks, or in the month of July, I have to say. But now we can see actually that oil is pumping already a little bit again. So I told you yesterday, this is from the top to the bottom, 31.3% drop. I have to now extend just a little bit. 32.8 is it now. And in the month of July it was 15.8%, so approximately half of the entire move has been done in the month of July. That's why the number was much lower, but now we are going up again. So imagine if oil now starts shooting up again to 105, 110, 120, then I'm afraid that this inflation number for next month will be higher again than the 8.5. So to say right away, oh, we have peak inflation, that was it, we're going down from here, stock market's going up, 100k, yippee-ki-yay for Bitcoin, I think that's too fast of a move to say. So definitely keep this in mind. And I also said it yesterday, just because I have one time a lower number doesn't mean that inflation is over. Alright guys, I think that will be it for now. You know, kind of know what levels I'm looking out for. Tomorrow will be a short video, and I will not be uploading anything on Monday because I will be gone for a long weekend. If you like these kinds of updates, then please do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, click on the bell, click on all so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, share this video with your friends if you think that's useful. Also feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. You have seen again why that is important to check that out a few times a day. And I'll see you guys very soon again in the next one. Thank you so much. Bye bye.